Hey guys, and welcome to East Coast Brewing. What are we doing tonight? Well, we're going to do an unboxing of the Mr. Beer Craft Beer Kit. That's right. So, really cool thing about this, I don't know if you've heard about these Mr. Beer kits. You know, on the channel I actually do a lot of brewing with Mr. Beer kits, but I was looking at my local store that sells the Mr. Beer stuff, and these kits in Canada are anywhere from around 60 to 70 bucks, okay? And I was walking by and they had one on sale for $34. 34 bucks. So I'm like, I gotta buy it. And you know what? I thought it'd be a perfect thing to show you guys what you get in these kits, because if you've never brewed beer before, pardon me, if you've never brewed beer before, or if you're just getting into it, these kits are perfect. They've got everything you need. You don't need anything else. It's got your beer, your ingredients to brew with, your keg, your bottles, your dextrose for priming. So I'm going to show you what you get in this kit, and yeah, and then I'm actually going to brew it up exactly the way they say to do in the Mr. Beer instructions, and show you guys how to do that in the next video. Alright, so obviously lightweight, compact. If you don't have a lot of room, these are really great for that. So let's see what's this one here. Actually, this one here comes with the Canadian Blonde brewing extract, which is really cool. It comes with like a variety of different types of beers. You can check out their website. They've got all the different ones that you can get, because this is fully reusable. Everything in here is reusable except for obviously your beer ingredients, right? So yeah, craft beer kit comes with the Canadian Blonde here. What's it say on here? It's got a bunch of information on the one side here of all the stuff that comes in the box, but we're going to go through that anyway. Rethink Home Brew. So it's got really kind of cool, just some cool little pictures on there. Basically what it is just like the formula: 1 hour review, 6 weeks to brew, own your own great tasting beer. It says what you need: Mr. Beer Kit and common kitchen items. So yeah, there's a couple things you need. Obviously a pot and whatnot, and you know, a measuring stick and a spoon. Yeah, and it says mix brewing extract, water and yeast, ferment, bottle and carbonate, condition, chill and enjoy. Right on. And actually, yeah, it says try one of our other craft recipes. So they've got the Churchill Brown, the Bewitched Amber Ale, which is really awesome. I had that. Diablo IPA, which is my favorite IPA of Mr. Beer. The Long Play IPA, it's pretty good. And then the American Lager. And actually, you know, if you guys have been watching the channel a lot, you know that I do a lot of Mr. Beer stuff. And the reason being is because it's kind of like a goal is to brew all of their flavors and try them out and give you guys reviews on them. And then, you know, they've got tons and tons of recipes that involve their extracts, and we'll maybe get into doing some of their all grain stuff or their partial extracts and stuff like that. So watch for that on the channel. I have done some all grain brewing and some partial extract brewing on the channel, so check those out. And I have done other kits as well, and I will be doing some other kits here in the mini brewery as well. Yeah, so let's just dig into this thing, right? Let's do it. Let's see what you get. It's obviously packaged really well. Oh wait. First things first, gotta have a home brew. This one here is actually a, which one is this? I think this is the one of the amber ales from Mr. Beer that I've done. It's really good. Let's put this aside for now. So you get I think it's about 11 of these bottles. It's enough to do 2 gallons of beer. They are PET plastic, so they got UV protection. You can, you know, they won't shatter on you. They're shatterproof. They're 740 milliliters, so roughly about 2 beers. So that's cool. So you get about 11 of these. So, you know, I'm just gonna start taking them out. kind of just put those all down here out of our way. All right, and then we've got the keg fermenter right here. Oh, looks like it's got something inside. So yeah, this is the keg fermenter that you ferment your beer in. Put the lid. Oh wow. Okay, so they, like I said, they make sure they package this really good. They've put more bottles in here, which is kind of difficult to get out. Hold on. I'm struggling here a bit. You just got to hold your tongue right maybe to get these out. There we go. Whoever's sitting in the factory has this job all day of putting the bottles in. Must get pretty boring. Alright, yeah, so you got your keg fermenter. The really cool thing about this is you don't need an airlock with these. You got these little notches right here. And so when you put the cap on, it's not airtight. So it allows CO2 to escape out of here as your beer's fermenting. But oxygen doesn't come back out because the gases are going, or oxygen doesn't come back in because the gases are going out. And then it's got your hole here. Okay. Hole here for the spigot, and then on the back here it actually has your markings. It has like your 1 and 2 gallon marks right here, so when you're actually brewing you'll see that when we go to do our brewing, how those come into play. Okay, so yeah, that's the keg unit. Let's see here. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here. Oh, wicked. Okay, cool. Wow, look at all this stuff. Oh man, right on. Okay, so it's got, please do not return to your retailer if you have any questions or concerns. Call Cooper's DIY. Yeah, because I don't know if you guys are familiar. See this big kit behind me? That's Cooper's. It's made by Cooper's. Cooper's bought out Mr. Beer like quite a few years ago, I think. Anyway, so they it's Mr. Beer by Cooper's now. So that's what that's all about. Oh, cool, man. Okay, so you got these Mr. Beer, kind of dusty. You got these Mr. Beer stickers. You can't really see them because they're white. So when you take them off, you put them on your bottle. So once we actually brew our beer and the bottles are starting to carbonate, we'll actually take these stickers and we'll put them on the bottles. All right, we got our instructions. Oh, here. Register and get 20% off. Thank you for your recent purchase. Make sure you get the latest tips and offers. Register at mrbeer.com. Register, yeah, so there you go. Try new beer. With over 100 different beer recipes, actually they've got way more than that now. You can explore all the different styles and find new favorites. So yeah, check out the channel because I've brewed a lot of these ones that are on there. You got your instructions. You know what? There's nothing else actually in the box here, so we're just gonna put that down there. It's kind of getting in the way. Okay, so you got your, because I'm in Canada, our second language in our country is French. So you got French instructions. I do not speak French. I am learning Spanish though, but yeah, so you got your full set of instructions right here. Yeah, it tells you what's included, what's needed. Yeah, it's got assembling, how to assemble the spigot, cleaning. It's got everything you need. You know, and you can go online, there's a lot of videos on, Mr. Beer does have an instructional video on their website or their YouTube channel. Brewing, bottling and conditioning, tells you how much priming sugar to put in, carbonating and conditioning, and cleaning again, how to clean things up after you're done, right? Okay, let's look at the rest of the stuff here. Okay, cool. So, we got no rinse cleanser. This stuff works really good. Now it's funny, if you, the really cool thing is if you buy any Mr. Beer refill kits, they all come with a pack of this, which is really awesome because then you don't have to go out and buy any other stuff. It comes with every time you go to brew one of their kits, you've got enough to do your keg as well as your bottles and stuff. So that's cool. Let's get into this here. All right, there you go. Yeah, so we got the that's the spigot that you put into the hole there. It says warning: hand tighten nut snugly. Over tightening will cause spigot to break. Test for leaks with full keg of water. Do not carry or move the keg while holding onto the spigot. Kind of some pretty straightforward stuff, right? We get that. Let's see what else we got. Oh, okay, cool. All the caps for the bottles. Let's just see. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they give you 12, but there's only 11 bottles, so I guess an extra cap. So that's cool. All right. Oh, here. So then here is the brewing extract. So it comes with, yeah, there's yeast. There's a packet of yeast underneath the lid. And this one here is the Canadian Blonde, so we're going to brew up the Canadian Blonde and see what it tastes like. Yeah, so that's that. And then this here, the Brewmaster, the Brewmax Booster. So this is a booster that you actually put in. It says here, first add slowly while stirring into cool water until dissolved. Next, bring water to boil and remove from heat and add your brewing extract. So this has corn syrup solids, maltose, something I can't pronounce, dextrose, and multidextrin. So yeah, it's a booster. So what this really does is that it boosts the alcohol content of your beer. Yeah, right here. So this booster is designed to increase alcohol content and body without the dry, cidery taste that comes from using cane sugar. It includes both fermentable and unfermentable sugars that are designed to imitate something. Imitate the carbohydrate profile of all malt wort. It will add approximately 1.3 ABV when used to supplement a 2-gallon Mr. Beer refill recipe. So there you go. So you add that in. We'll show you how to do that when we brew it up. What else? Oh yeah, I love these. Okay, so we got Mr. Beer carbonation drops. These things are awesome. You know, when you've probably seen on my channel, or if you haven't, watch them and you'll find out. You can use dextrose to prime your bottles to carbonate them. These are just basically sugar drops of dextrose for the most part, and you just plop them in and it's super easy. So it's just a lot quicker. So really cool. What else did we get? That, my friends, I think is about it. That's the Mr. Beer kit. Pretty cool. Like, there's a lot of stuff in there, man, right? Like, wow. All that for $34. And so I'm going to be making basically, well, roughly around 24 beer if you're like regular sized beer. Although it'll be in 11 bottles, so I guess that's about 22 beer actually. But for $34, I'm making a batch of beer, as well as I've got all this reusable stuff, except for I just got to buy some of these refill kits. Actually, I'll show you. These are the refill kits from Mr. Beer. Oh, I just lost something there. Right here. So here's a Long Play IPA craft refill kit. And I've got, actually, this one I haven't done yet, which I'm really excited to try out. It's the American Porter. I'm not, you know what, I gotta be honest with you, I like a lot of IPAs and just, you know, ales and stuff like that. Not a huge fan of stouts, and I actually haven't brewed a stout. I am gonna do the Mr. Beer Irish Stout, because like I said, I'm gonna do all of them. I don't mind some porters, so I've heard good things about the American Porter from Mr. Beer, so we'll give it a try and see what happens. take it for a spin and see what happens, you know. And I've done the long play. I did it one time, and I've done it on the channel. I can't remember. I added additional ingredients to it. This time, when I go to do this one, I think, I don't know, I got some hops. I might add some hops to it, but, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do it straight up, but I'll just put some booster in to boost the alcohol content, and we'll see. Anyways, well, thanks for watching. You know, like, comment, subscribe. Check back on the channel here, because we're going to actually take this kit. I'm going to show you guys how to use it. Even though the instructions are pretty easy, we'll brew it up. We'll brew up the Canadian Blonde here and see, hey, who doesn't like a Canadian Blonde, right? And you know what? We'll see what happens. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.